Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs in video games. Today I'm playing Monster Train. I essentially have two goals right now in Monster Train. One of them is to win a divine win with every clan combination. We've got two clan combinations left. The one we'll be doing today is Hellhorned Stygian. And the other goal is to complete all of the expert challenges. And really, right now, I'm just trying to try all of the expert challenges. So the next one that we have is preloaded. Cards have one upgrade slot, and it's already filled. Oh. Okay. Sure. Preloaded. So Hellhorned Stygian. The version of this that we've played with the least, or the least recently, is the primary Hellhorned, primary Stygian. The last time we tried that was on Covenant 4, Covenant rank 4, where we died to Seraph. So we haven't done this one in a very long time, and let's try it. Preloaded. Preloaded might be good. It certainly means that we have less things to do with our money. Oh, these cards didn't come with anything. Okay, so our starting deck cards, including these, we still have to upgrade. Got it. We've got March of Shields, which I do like. I like March of Shields, I like Titan's Gratitude, and I like Vent. These are all good, and they all serve different purposes, too. Vent takes care of all of the riffraff. Titan's Gratitude is a big hitter for the front row, and March of Shields gives armor. Lets my unit survive longer and gives us a way to reorder units. That's a really nice starting deck, honestly. We've got Seraph the Chaste with Purifying Emblem. Seraph will remove half of any buff and debuff effect stacks. Bell the Wings of Light has Spell Shield and Empowered with Armor. And Talos the Architect has the Soul Sucker. I don't like the Soul Sucker. I think that's the most difficult Talos the Architect battle. Okay, well, I like my starting deck. No fluff and upgraded drafts. Alright. Let's get an artifact first. I do like Hell's Banners. Yes, I do really like Hell's Banners. That kind of makes me move more towards imps as well if I take Hell's Banners, which might be good. Let's take it. And then we've got the Reaper or the Brawler. So I have attempted both of these all the way through the 3rd level, so that's not going to be a reason that I make my decision. So I have to come up with a different reason. And they really seem the same to me. The Reaper and the Brawler. One gets Slay, one has multi-strike with armor. I guess the Reaper you always want to put behind other things. I don't know. What do we have in our starting deck? I generally don't like Slay triggers because the Slay triggers don't happen very often. But starting with 25 attack is nice. It's just that the Brawler survives a little bit more and could benefit more from rage and things like that because of the multi-strike, of course. I'm gonna go Brawler. I don't feel good about either of those, but, you know. And I never take the Divine Boons. I think this is a great time to never take the Divine Boons because we don't really get to upgrade much. So what do we do with our money anyway? I guess we remove cards. The first defense. I think we turn on Aggressive Amulet, especially because we have so many good spells. Let's do it. So the Hornbreaker Prince is not going at the bottom. We know that. We could put him at the top, which is usually the good idea. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can torch you and frozen lance you. Pretty decent turn since we started with 2 deadweights. Usually it's not going to go as well when you start with 2 deadweights. Unfortunately, we've got Titan's Gratitude and Vent, because I want to play both of them, but you want to play Titan's Gratitude first. And we don't necessarily get to do that. Let's try, though. Alright, we did. Great. Interesting. We got no train stewards. We have not drawn most of our train stewards. I usually think of that as a good thing. I don't know if I think of it as a good thing right now, though. So the best damage we can do is Frozen Lance and Frozen Lance. And then we could either do Vent and Torch are the same, or we could do March of Shields. I like March of Shields. You're not dying currently, which is a problem. But I know we've got a Titan's Gratitude. So the Titan's Gratitude can make it so that you die. It's the only thing that makes it so that you die, though, which I don't like. So let's do a Torch here, let's do a Titan's Gratitude, and then let's put out a Train Steward. Do we want to put out our Train Steward at the top or somewhere else? If we put it at the top, it gets hit, but our Hornbreaker Prince does not get hit. But we also get less Ember next turn. And we only get to put 1 Train Steward in front at the top. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. It's better than playing the Frozen Lance, I think. Now, how are we going to defeat this guy? Well, we can put a March of Shields on our Train Steward. That will help it survive a little bit longer. I guess that's a good thing. And then a Train Steward does 5 damage, a Frozen Lance does 6 damage. Okay. And then what? We did get the Titan's Gratitude. That's good to see. We don't want the Train Steward, we do want the Torch. I guess if we start with Titan's Gratitude, then we would want to play Vent afterward. But if we discard it, we would play Torch. Okay. And we are taking a little bit of damage on the first one. Just a little bit, though. 5 damage. What do we get? So, Hidden Passage with Permafrost. That's not bad. Permafrost Hidden Passage is not bad. A Welder Helper with Multi-Strike is kind of pointless because we could never upgrade it again. A Vent with a Power Stone already in it is nice, but we already have a Vent. We actually already have 2 Vents. Do we really want a third, even though it's already upgraded the way that we would probably want it? I don't think we do, because we would prefer to have True Stones in our Vents. And the Hidden Passage could be really nice, especially since we have a way to reorder units. So stacking them all on one floor and then reordering them seems pretty nice. Let's take it. Titan's Gratitude with Holdover, a Helical Chrysalis with an Ember Stone, or an Ice Tornado with an Ember Stone. I kind of like all of them. The Titan's Gratitude with Holdover is not great when you don't get to upgrade it again, though, because it never gets the value from having attuned. So it's probably Ice Tornado or Helical Chrysalis. Helical Chrysalis is 50 damage. Ice Tornado is 60 damage, but it's spread around. Having Permafrost is nice. Having Permafrost is nice. Yeah, let's take the Ice Tornado. I like Permafrost. And then we already have an upgrade on these. The Eel Gorgon has a Battle Stone, Cold Celia has a Battle Stone, and Guard of the Unnamed has a Thorn Stone, which is pretty nice for Guard of the Unnamed. It's just that it doesn't get much more health than this. It just has Incant. The incant is good. Spikes 3 with the incant gain armor. I think I like the Guard of the Unnamed. It goes well in front of my champion. And that's always a good thing, finding something that goes well in front of our champion. So Merchant of Steel does nothing because the only things we can upgrade are Train Stewards, which we are going to remove. So Merchants of Steel are completely pointless. The Stygian banner unit is not pointless. The Merchant of Magic, we could upgrade our starting deck cards, such as March of Shields. If March of Shields had holdover on it, it would be good. There's not much else that would be good for it to have, though. The Vents, though, the Vents we could upgrade. I do want a True Stone on a Vent, but I wouldn't mind putting a Power Stone on a Vent either. So this way we get money. This way, yeah, this way we get money and an upgrade. This way we just get a unit. But the unit comes with an upgrade. And how many units are we really going to be able to get? I don't know. I think I'm going to go to the left. Even though money is not as beneficial as it normally is, because we can't spend as much on upgrades, we did find a Keepstone. How about that? Keepstone on March of Shields is not bad. I don't mind that. Let's do it. So March of Shields gets a Keepstone. So we get to play it over and over again. I think that's good. I'm not completely sure if that's good, but I think that's good. And I am going to remove a card. Let's remove a Train Steward. Do we put an Ember Stone on anything? No, because it's not great with no other upgrade. We could put a Surge Stone on a Torch. Let's do that. Surge Stone on a Torch. So one Torch is useful. It's only useful once, but that's kind of what we want anyway, right? Okay, and then we move to the next battle. We could gain money with Mark of Invasion. Because money is not that important, I don't think we want to do that. The fact that you get spikes is real bad for my champion. I don't think we want the Mark of Invasion. I don't completely dislike money, but I don't care about it enough. So I'm thinking that we put Guard of the Unnamed maybe in the middle? No, we want it at the top in front of our champion. Yeah. So Hornbreaker Prince, Guard of the Unnamed, and then we've got Ember because of Hell's Banners. So we could pretty much take you out. I like that. Pretty much take you out. And then torch the middle one. So you guys are not so bad. You're doing 3 damage total to this guy. That's not so bad. Ooh, the Collector. We can do a torch on the Collector. Or we could do an Ice Tornado. Can't afford both. Let's do the torch on the Collector. Torch on the Collector, get the money. I know I said we didn't care that much about money, but I still kind of do. And then Frozen Lance is a little bit pointless at the bottom. I think it's a little bit pointless. Let's do it here. And then we'll have more Ember for next turn. We probably play Ice Tornado. Yes, I think we play Ice Tornado and then Titan's Gratitude. You know, maybe we don't play Titan's Gratitude. Maybe we just play a Train Steward. Alright, and then the Hidden Passage can Hidden Passage that Train Steward on a separate turn. Cool. Alright. We did get a vent, which means we can take care of that back one. We probably want to play Hidden Passage, Titan's Gratitude, and Vent. Or we could play the Train Steward and play the Hidden Passage a different turn. Yeah, next turn doesn't look that valuable, so let's play a Train Steward. Train Steward. We want to play the Titan's Gratitude and the Vent. Titan's Gratitude is going to discard something, though. Discarded the Hidden Passage. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. So, March of Shields we probably want to put on Guard of the Unnamed, not on somebody here. So let's do that. And then our remaining 2 Ember, we could do 4 damage to both of them, or 6 damage to both of them. I think 6 damage to both of them is better. Alright, we're not doing very well up here yet. March of Shields might improve that. Let's calculate. So March of Shields means that this guy survives one more round. So we end up doing 5, 8, 20 more damage with March of Shields. That's good. Let's do that. 20 more damage there. I calculated it wrong. Apparently it was 40 more damage. Great. And then the best thing that we can do is a Titan's Gratitude and a Frozen Lance. Okay, and we're taking a little bit of damage here too. I need something to make my champion better. My champion is my damaging unit so far, and he only does 12 damage, which is not amazing. But we've only taken 1 hit from the boss both battles, so it hasn't been so bad so far. So there's a Ritual of Battle, but it's got double stack on it, so it costs 4 to play. The Molting Imp with Rage is not amazing. It's basically just a deal 5 to enemy units for 1. But it also sometimes gives us more Ember. So I'm still thinking about it. Even though it's not great, we could still take it. Okay, let's take it. We're kind of taking this as a spell, though. Offering Token. Interesting. We don't have an offering card. Offering Token with Holdover is weird, because you draw it every turn. That's kind of like having the Cheater's Hand. Except that you discard. I don't think we want another Ice Tornado, even though I like them. Another Ice Tornado that has the Ember Stone is not great. So let's think about Offering Token. The first time you draw it, you spent 1 draw on drawing the card, and then you play it, you replace the draw that you spent on the card, and then you discard a card. So it's kind of like you didn't draw it, you just got to discard a card. It basically just means that you get what you would normally get, except that you discard a card. That's not very good. Not without an offering card. It's amazing if we had an offering card in the deck. Which, there's plenty of chances for us to get one. But it's hard to take this without that. Am I going to take it anyway? I think I might take it anyway. It opens up offering cards to us. It's amazing if we get an offering card. It's kind of terrible if we don't. Kind of terrible if we don't. Merchant of Steel still does nothing for us. A Hellvent duplicates a card. Which... what would we duplicate? We could duplicate a Guard of the Unnamed. What's the unit essence there? You know, we could We could duplicate a Guard of the Unnamed, and then sacrifice the Guard of the Unnamed to the Guard of the Unnamed. That's not too bad. Let's go this way. Let's peek in the Divine Temple first. I see a True Stone. We like the True Stone. True Stone immediately goes on Vent. There we go. So now that Vent is much, much more useful. The Extreme Stone could go on the other Vent, or it could go on a Titan's Gratitude. It's very good on Titan's Gratitude. So I'm highly considering Titan's Gratitude. Let's do it. Okay. We're probably going to do the other thing there. Let's get a unit next. Siren of the Sea. Now that's a good incant, especially with the multi-strike. It just doesn't have much health, so you want to put it in back, which we kind of can do. Let's take it. Siren of the Sea. I like it. Concealed Caverns give me something good. I like this one. Hello. I would love to have some aid. So, what are we going to give him? A unit or a spell? We could give him the unit that we just got. The Siren of the Sea. Because it being stronger would be much better. Or we could give him a spell. I don't know which spell I would choose. Maybe this Titan's Gratitude? I want to give him the unit that we just got. So, give him the Siren of the Sea. That Siren of the Sea will get stronger, which will be very good for us if we actually live to get it back. We have to live to get it back. Sacrificing it now, purging it now, does not help us live to get it back. Okay, let's duplicate the Guard of the Unnamed. And I think we engage packed it. Let me think about it. We could keep 2 of them right now, because we do have the hidden passage. Let's keep 2 of them for now. We're probably going to engage pack them later, but I think having 2 of them right now is actually good for us. So let's take it. Alright, the Soul Sucker is really annoying. Really annoying. So we did get a Vent to play at the bottom. We got 2 Guard of the Unnames. We can actually play the Molting Imp at the bottom, which would kill all of those. That's a really nice way to start it. Now granted, it would die to Talos the Architect, but that's still okay. So let's put the Hornbreaker Prince up here. I just realized we're going to get more Ember because of Hell's Banners. 1 Guard of the Unnamed goes in front. 1 Guard of the Unnamed goes here. So now we don't need to use the Molting Imp because of the Ember that we got. Cool. Keep the Molting Imp for later. What is this metal contraption? It's a train. Have you never seen a train before? Come on, people. Well, what do we do here? I could play my train steward in the center, but I wouldn't want to put it behind him because the spikes kill those. We could put it at the bottom to just have it die. Let's start with Titan's Gratitude. So we could kill a train steward, or we could do 6 damage. Let's do 6 damage. We did get a Vent, which is quite nice. And we got March of the Shields. March of Shields is going to be good for us in this battle. We are certainly going to play the Vent in the middle. So I think we play March of Shields on you to basically keep you alive longer? Sure. And then we're going to play a vent in the center. If we play it now, it kills all of the things, and I don't know that that's better than playing a Frozen Lance down here. Sure. We could play a Frozen Lance here to give you more armor, though. We could play Frozen Lance and then vent, because that would give you more armor. We could even play Frozen Lance, vent. You know what? I like all of that. Let's get more armor. Okay. The bottom we want to destroy, especially because of the haste. We could just torch the haste one. We could torch the haste one. I want to play my March of Shields. We could play an Ice Tornado. If we play an Ice Tornado in the center, it would do 60 damage. And we do actually want 60 damage to go between those guys because we want them to die. And they're not dying otherwise. So let's play March of Shields here. Keep this one alive. Let's play the Ice Tornado here. So you're going to die at the top, and then all of these are going to die at the top, and you're going to get a ton of damage. That's what it's currently looking like. But maybe we'll draw spells that will help. You I don't like. But it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I just realized that the offering token also uses the incant, so it's better than I was giving it credit for because of the incant. Okay, so let's do the offering token. Get rid of a torch, probably. Torch is worse than the rest. March of Shields, we'll put that at the top. We want to play Titan's Gratitude at the bottom to just kill that one outright. Yep, definitely that. And then a torch could save you 3 health and give you 3 armor. Sure. Save you 3 health, give you 3 armor. Nice. Alright, we're at the final part. So we finally got our Hidden Passage, which we do want to do here. So we're going to Hidden Passage you. So Hidden Passage you, that's no question. And we're going to put you in front with the March of Shields. There we go. Very nice so far. Now the offering token does the incant on both of them. And then Titan's Gratitude takes you out. I wouldn't rather hit the boss with it, but, you know, we don't get to choose that. And we've got 2 holdover cards that we draw every turn. We don't need a Hidden Passage anymore, although we could put the Train Steward up there. You know? We could put the Train Steward up there. Sure. Let's do Train Steward, Hidden Passage. Probably should have done the offering token already. But we'll do it now. Yeah, we didn't care about that vent. And then March of Shields to put you in front. Okay. And we play the vent for the incant, for all of the armor. I should have been playing zero-cost vents for the armor the whole time. Didn't think about it until now. You are not dying. That's unfortunate for us. We can't use a Train Steward, so we play Offering Token, get rid of Train Steward. March of Shields certainly does things. Certainly does things. I guess putting one of these in front is better than the Train Steward if we give it more armor. So, which one? You're dealing 8 damage. This one has essentially 48 health. So if we give it 10 more, then it survives 2 more hits. It's pretty nice. Okay, so that one's going in front. Now we're doing 483. The best cards that we can play are Frozen Lance and Titan's Gratitude. Okay, and we're getting hit by a boss once again. All 3 battles so far, the boss has hit us once on our pyre. How interesting. That was the longest amount of time Talos ever took to defeat. Oh my gosh. Alright, what do we get? Last Stand would be great if we ever got Rage, which we do not. Spike of the Stygian is just fine. It's nothing more than just fine. I don't think we take Spike of the Stygian. And Hoarfrost Elegy is pointless since we don't do frostbite damage. So I guess we skip. Demon Fiend. How interesting. We also have Branded Warrior with extra rage. If we took one of these and sacrificed it, we could take the Rail Beater and sacrifice it to give something else 30 more health, which is pretty nice. The Demon Fiend, if we took it and sacrificed it, would do better than that. And honestly, it'd be nice to be able to play the Demon Fiend. It does more damage than our champion by a pretty large margin right now. It's just that it costs 4 to play. I want to take the Demon Fiend. If we sacrifice it, it's better. If we don't, and we are able to actually get 4 Ember, that's also good. So let's take the Demon Fiend. We don't need Light of Seraph because we've got the Ascend kind of deck. Fell's Remorse is not bad. Let's take a Fell's Remorse. So this is already back. Oh no, it's not. This is a different thing. It's Malika. What? Okay, let's think about this. This is going to be hard. So, at the end of turn, deal 4 damage to friendly units would kill our champion really fast. Judgmental Fittings. Enemy units enter with damage shield 1. It's very, very annoying. Broken Wheel, when a non-champion unit dies, it is purged. We would lose all of our units, basically. As is typical with Malika, I don't remember what the upgraded ones do. I kind of think the Broken Wheel, when upgraded, gives our units Endless, which is not particularly useful for us. Also, I don't think we could handle the Broken Wheel. The Corrupted Cloud, I think we would just die. Because our champion dies immediately. It dies on the second turn. The Molting Imp dies. I mean, it dies anyway when we play it. And the Guard of the Unnamed dies pretty fast, because we haven't gotten any Heartstones, for example, on units. So I don't think we can take Corrupted Cloud. Can we take Judgmental Fittings? It would mean the vents are a lot worse, except for the vent that has the True Stone in it. It would mean the torches are a lot worse. The Molting Imp is worse. I could take that one, though. So, we could take the Judgmental Fittings. This causes enemy units to enter with damage shield 1. What does the upgraded one do? Does it cause our units to enter with damage shield 1? I don't remember. But I think we can handle this one, so I'm going to take this one. And we're not going to take any more, because we can't handle the other ones. Don't know if we can even handle the Judgmental Fittings. Oh, and then we see another thing. How crazy. Alright, we are going to choose a Divine Artifact. We are going to take the Divine Artifact because the Judgmental Fittings are bad, so this will help us survive the next one. Divine Advance Prototype makes our Train Stewards better. We've got 3 Train Stewards. I mean, that makes Train Stewards a lot better. We're about to see an unstable vortex, but I could remove 2 spells instead of the Train Stewards this time. The Divine Wing Steel is good, but I don't think it's as good as the other ones. Friendly units gain +4 on Slay. I think we take the Divine Advanced Prototype. Okay, and like I said, we are going to go to the Unstable Vortex. We want to remove cards. Let's upgrade our champion first after peeking in the Divine Temple. Seek Stone. There's absolutely nothing we care about that. Value Stone, not the best either. Alright, so we might do nothing there. Let's look at what is in the Merchant of Magic. Eternal Stone cannot go on anything. Surge Stone we could put on another torch if we really want to. And I don't think we're going to put an Ember Stone on something. So, not much to do there. Let's get our champion now. So Brawler 2 gives us more multi-strike, which would be great if we actually gave our champion more attack, which we're not yet. So I think what we do is we take Reaper. Yeah, I think Reaper works really well with Brawler. Sure, take the Reaper. Now, Merchant of Magic or Hellhorned Banner next? I guess we do the Hellhorned Banner next. Another Demon Fiend. I don't think we want the Horned Warrior. Not even to sacrifice. The Spikes 3 on it is terrible. The Demon Fiend with a Strength Stone is not very impressive. Let's skip these. And then... I don't think we're going to engage Pack yet. Not yet. I kind of like all of our units being played and going up the train. And there's not really much to do here either. We could re-roll for hopefully something better. But even if we re-rolled, the things we would upgrade are Frozen Lances, Torches, I guess the Titan's Gratitude, and Event. I don't think we re-roll here. We could just purge a card. Purge a card and maybe a Surge Stone. Let's do that. So Surge Stone, a Torch. Purge a card. Let's purge a Frozen Lance. Frozen Lance gets purged. Let's save the rest of our money for now and purge 2 more cards here. I think they're going to both be Frozen Lances. We could do 1 Torch, 1 Frozen Lance, but the Frozen Lances are not great. Let's get rid of Frozen Lances. And we're not getting rid of Train Stewards only because we have the temporary Divine Advanced Prototype. Alright. We should win this one because of our Divine Artifact, but I'm worried about the next one. Do we want them to enter with Spell Shield 2? Not really. Not really. Let's not do that. Ooh, we got the Demon Fiend on turn 1. I like that. I don't like getting all 3 of these on turn 1, granted. But getting the Demon Fiend on turn 1 is kind of nice, because we can put it in the center. Or at the top. We're gonna have to think about that. So Hornbreaker Prince definitely goes here. The Demon Fiend either goes at the top or the center. If we put it at the top, we can play both the Guard of the Unnamed in the center. How about that? Let's do it. Okay, and we can even play a Train Steward. The Train Stewards are pretty decent. Sure. Okay. We have put out so many units on turn 1. The Collector gets absolutely crushed by our Demon Fiend. The Vent is not amazing. We want to play the Offering Token here, because you both have the Incants. So Offering Token first. What do we discard? I guess we discard a Titan's Gratitude. We're not going to play both of them. And then we could play... an Ice Tornado down here, followed by Titan's Gratitude. I like that. On the other hand, we could play the Molting Imp behind this Train Steward. And then Titan's Gratitude, but then we wouldn't get to play the Vent. Let's do my first plan. So, Ice Tornado, followed by Titan's Gratitude. And then we could Vent for 0 here. It would give you 10 armor, which, you know, that's not very significant with how much we can deal up there. And it would give my guys armor, which I like. So giving you armor was kind of nice because that means that you deal both of the hits to him, which means you get a Slay and gain more attack. I like that. Offering Token first. We can discard a Deadweight. We have a bunch of Torches. Not my favorite. I guess we play the Train Steward, because why not? Do we put it in front because it has the damage shield? The damage shield 4? I guess so. And then we can torch. We could play all 3 torches. I do want to remove your spell shield, probably. Or damage shield, I mean. Let's remove your damage shield and your damage shield. Right? Sure. And then we can either kill this one, or we can deal 22 damage here. 22 damage here seems better. If we do 22 damage here, do we end up doing more overall? No, we don't. We have a Vent with Piercing, which is very, very nice. Play the Offering Token first. We don't need a Torch. We also don't really need a Frozen Lance. Let's get rid of a Frozen Lance instead of a Torch, I think. Right? Frozen Lance or Torch? Get rid of a Torch. So, we are going to play a Vent at the bottom after playing these other 3 things. The Hidden Passage is going to go here, but before we play the Hidden Passage, might as well Torch and Frozen Lance here, so that we get the armor. So then, Hidden Passage, we're going to Hidden Passage you first. And then we really want to draw that Hidden Passage again soon. Vent at the bottom. Damn. Alright. I feel rather good about this one. I don't know how much the Train Stewards are helping with the advanced prototype, but the way that we drew everything was kind of nice. So I want to play a March of the Shields and an Offering Token. Let's play the Offering Token first, and I guess we'll play it up here because at least the enemy doesn't have Incant up here. Offering Token, get rid of Deadweight. And then we can March of Shields our guy back here into the front. We can put a Train Steward in the center. Let's put a Train Steward in the center. We can play a Frozen Lance and Titan's Gratitude. Do I want to give you lots of armor or you more armor? I guess let's give the armor to the top one. Okay. Great. We have a hidden passage, which I like, because that means we can hidden passage this guard of the unnamed. Let's start by doing that. Hidden passage you. And then we want to put you in front with March of Shields. And then we want to play an offering token, but before we do, what do we want to play down here? We wouldn't mind playing the vent to just get rid of the damage shields across the board. So. That vent is much better than this vent. But once we play one of these vents, we can't play Titan's Gratitude. The Titan's Gratitude is actually the worst. How weird. Because that means that we can play this vent for the most. Wow, 400, 549. And we can play this vent for armor. So we're crushing this one. Crushing this one with our train stewards. Okay, offering token at the top. We don't need a torch. Torches are pointless. And then we can play Ice Tornado. We're actually already winning. Okay, well I guess we just click end turn. There we go. The Rage Serum adding Rage 3 is interesting. Tiresome Climb is also interesting, because we could use it on our units or the enemy units. The Rage Serum helps because my champion has multi-strike. Rage 3 is not a lot, but it is something. I don't know if we want Tiresome Climb more, though. I'm going to take the Rage Serum. The fact that it has the Eternal Stone is a little bit weird. Guardian's Amulet has double stack. Urchin Spines has double stack. Glacial Seal has burnout. I think these are all bad. Let's skip. Alright, who are we seeing from? You. Alright, the Winged. Do we retrieve our donation now? So right now it gets an Extinguish trigger that does 40 damage to the front enemy unit. It's not what we want on Siren of the Sea. It's just a question of whether we can realistically have him hold on to it. Let's have him hold on to it. And see if we can get the fully upgraded version. Which is hopefully better than that one. So if we go this way, the Merchant of Steel does nothing. But we can remove 2 cards and we get a Concealed Caverns. If we go this way, we get a free artifact. We have been very lacking in artifacts. But one random free one probably doesn't change much. Whereas removing 2 cards in the Concealed Caverns can do a lot. Let's go this way. So, peek in the Divine Temple. We have another True Stone. Alright. True Stone goes on vent. Wonderful. Now we've got 2 vents with True Stones. That's excellent. Twin Stone... yeah, we're never going to make use out of that one. So we're going to have to engage Pact sometime. That's one of the things that we know. We have to use the Engage Pact sometime. And maybe we start using it now. I don't know. Let's go to the Concealed Cavern first. Interesting. So we could build a card. The card would not be upgraded because it's not coming from a reward pact or a unit banner. Okay, build the card. We could add armor, spikes, or rage. All of those go on our own guys. I think we really want the flame, because we have multi-strike. We don't want to do damage, of course. We'd much rather do buff than heal. So let's buff. And then card draw or gold. Gold doesn't do a ton for us, so card draw it is. All right. This looks pretty nice. Apply Rage 10, plus 10 attack, draw 1 next turn. There we go. Now we can make our champion actually very strong. I want another Keepstone now. Just have 3 cards with holdover all the time. Since we no longer have good Train Stewards, we remove them. Goodbye, Train Stewards. We're going to look in the Merchant of Steel and see that the only thing we could upgrade is a Train Steward, which is kind of pointless. I don't think we purge another card here. Not yet. I think we save our money for the Merchant of Trinkets and this Merchant of Magic, which we might not go to because we might remove more cards. Anyway, I think we're saving our money instead of removing 1 card. Do we sacrifice now? If we sacrifice now, we would sacrifice one of the Guard of the Unnamed to probably the other Guard of the Unnamed. Remember, we're also going to get back Siren of the Sea. I think we do this sacrifice, but I'm not extremely confident about it. The other thing that we could do is sacrifice the Demon Fiend, or not the Demon Fiend, sacrifice the Guard of the Unnamed to the Demon Fiend. But I think that's kind of pointless. Do we want to keep all of our units? We only have the 1 hidden passage. So moving all of our units to the top takes some time. I think we still hold off. Is that right? We're gonna have Divine Temples at the end. 2 Divine Temples later. I don't know what I want to do with those Divine Temples. Maybe we do hold off. Seems weird, though. Let's hold off. Let's stay lower pack shards while we've got the Judgmental Fittings. We don't care for Mark of Invasion. We still don't turn that on. It's kind of nice to not care too much about money in some ways, because you can just save up money for trinkets. But at the same time, I like taking the trials. I think that the Crystal Cloak is not the worst for us, because we're going to go through that stealth pretty quickly with our armored up guys. Now you are real bad. Don't like you. Yeah. The sweep with 6 damage? Ouch. Our Hornbreaker Prince luckily has armor 10, but armor 10 is not a ton. So, most likely we want to put the Hornbreaker Prince at the top with a Demon Fiend in front of it. So I think we do Hornbreaker Prince with the Guard of the Unnamed in the center. We do the old magic on our champion, make him strong, and then I think we try to kill that back one with these 2. Don't care too much about the Molting Imp, so it can die. And do I value your health? Actually, I think we should torch the Master of Light. Oh, Master of Light is going to get Rage too. How sad. Yeah, but since this one dies to the spikes, we might just hit the Master of Light with the torch, because we need to deal it damage. No, I just hit my imp. Well, luckily you don't get Rage anymore. I just killed my own imp. Okay, well, the nice thing is we are going to get the Demon Fiend. We're going to get the Demon Fiend next turn, if I understand how the draw order works according to my helpful comments. And the Titan's Gratitude does kill him. So, yeah, alright. So Guard of the Unnamed goes here. Maybe we should do the Offering Token first. No, we should. Okay, so now we do Offering Token. The Demon Fiend! No! You're not supposed to be drawn right now. Okay, that's sad. We'll get back to you at some point, but ouch, we can't play him. Not playing the Demon Fiend does kind of hurt. So we are going to play Titan's Gratitude. Let's hope we still get to play our Vent. We still get to play our Vent. We're going to play the Vent at the bottom, I think. It would kill you, deal 12 damage to you, or we could kill this one. Let's do this. The Demon Fiend. We drew it at exactly the wrong time. So, we play the Offering Token first. I think we're getting rid of the Frozen Lance. Or the Deadweight. Let's get rid of Deadweight. Hornbreaker Prince, you only have 16 health. We could March of Shields on you, but these are the better ones to do March of Shields. Most likely. Most likely. Is there any way that we kill this before our champion gets to it? I don't think we do. I don't know if we want to play Hidden Passage before we get the Demon Fiend, but we probably have to at this point, unfortunately. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play everything except for the Ice Tornado. Everything except for the Ice Tornado? Yes. So, where do we play the Frozen Lance? Probably here to give these guys armor, even though it doesn't do much. We play a March of Shields here to give you more armor, and the other one more armor. We play the Rage Serum on our multi-strike guy. We play Vent at the bottom. Okay. So we probably have to play our Hidden Passage March of Shields. Before we do that, we play Offering Token. Get rid of the Frozen Lance. They all have damage shield, so Frozen Lance is worse than Torch, basically, when everybody has damage shield. And then we have to Hidden Passage somebody so that you don't get hit. So we're going to Hidden Passage our back one. Yep. Hidden Passage you, and then we'll March of Shields you. We probably want to play Ice Tornado at the bottom. You're going to deal 4 to our champion. Nothing we can do against that. Let's play the Ice Tornado at the bottom. Get rid of some damage shields. Not the middle one, though. Interesting. So as always, we've got the Offering Token, which we play first. Who needs armor the most? Probably you. Now we can play all of these cards. So we play a Torch and a Torch. We play a Train Steward to protect our guy. Do we play March of Shields on him? I guess we play March of Shields up here. And then we play a Train Steward here to protect the guy that we want to survive. Actually, that's kind of bad, because we want to ascend this one and play the Demon Fiend. just get rid of the trade store. Luckily, our champion has a ton of attack. That's the good thing about what's happened so far. So, offering token first. Offering token in the center or the top? At the top. There's our Demon Fiend. So if we want to play the Demon Fiend, we have to put it at the bottom. That's probably better than the rest of this, to play one Demon Fiend at the bottom. That means we don't get our March of Shields. But still, the Demon Fiend will deal... well, it might not deal any damage. Realistically, it gets killed before the stealth goes away. But it does mean the stealth goes away. Which I think is valuable. So we lost some stealth, or the enemy lost stealth, I guess. Offering token, we're going to do that at the top. Ooh, we got Hidden Passage. It's nice, but unfortunately we no longer have our holdover card that puts him in front. So I have to think about whether this is still useful. Because if we put him up here, then you are stealthy a little bit longer at the top. Still good. Alright, let's Hidden Passage you. Before we Hidden Passage you, we should play the Torch and the Frozen Lance. Torch, Frozen Lance, Hidden Passage. Okay, and I don't know how well we're going to do here. The fact that our champion does a lot of damage is good. It looks like we're doing okay. The old magic is better than the Rage Serum. It's also better than Frozen Lance. Frozen Lance is the worst in the hand. Alright. So now we can play old magic, and then we've already won. Alright, great. I think we lose our Judgmental Fittings now, which is good, because the Judgmental Fittings have been bad for us. And I really do want an artifact that's useful. So, let's hope we're losing it now. Important Work would be great with holdover if we had something like an Imp in the Box. But as it is, we don't have what we need. I don't think we want another Rage Serum. One Rage Serum is enough. And Battering Ram, you know? 4 times the amount of armor on friendly units. Our units get a lot of armor. Let's take a Battering Ram. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm interested. Preserve with holdover. That's so weird. Siren Song with double stack. An enemy unit gets dazed 6 and gets hit by the pyre. How interesting. I don't think I'm going to take it though. I'm considering the preserve. Another holdover card is a little bit weird. I don't know that we want to freeze a card every turn. Yeah, probably not. Okay, let's not take the preserve. Alright. Malika, I'm happy to give these back to you. I did win because you went easy on me. I only took one. So we get Cracked Helmet, damage spells have piercing. Not what I was expecting. And it does make the True Stones that I put on worse, because now they always have piercing. However, it makes the Titan's Gratitude have piercing, which is very nice. And the torches have piercing, and the Ice Tornado. You know, it's pretty good. See you next cycle. And we also get another visitation. This is the run for visitations between rings. All right, upgraded Siren of the Sea. Quick and Extinguish deal 60 damage to the front unit on death. It's not bad. The Extinguish effect is not what I was going for, with a Siren of the Sea in particular, but you know, it's not bad. Merchant of Steel is pointless, but the Concealed Caverns and Unstable Vortex is good. The Merchant of Magic is something we might want to go to. We're going to go to one at the last bit. Almost certainly. We just don't have much use for money, and I don't really want to go this way to get more money and more pyre health. Let's go this way. Let's go to another Concealed Caverns. So, first is Artifact. We could take Icicle Fracture. I do like Icicle Fracture. Light's Gift is fine. I don't know if we care for it. Let's take Icicle Fracture. And then peek in the Merchant of Steel. Ooh, a large stone. We're not going to put that on a Train Steward, which is the only thing we could upgrade. I think we continue saving our money for now. Concealed Caverns next. What are we going to do? A Merchant. We could get a Hellhorned consumable card, Awoken, or Melting Remnant. What did these do? Thinking about what they do. The consumable cards in each of these ones. So the Hellhorned has one that doubles Rage, I think. I think that's consumable. Probably best to choose Hellhorned here. We don't want to choose Melting Remnant because if we get something that applies Burnout to units, we would immediately trash it. And what other consumable cards are there on the Melting? It's hard to remember, but I think a lot of them apply Burnout, and that's not good for us. So, Awoken or Hellhorned? Awoken has one that applies Regen, which would be bad, because we rely on armor. Yeah, let's do Hellhorned. A Rage Serum. You know what? I don't think I want it. We just skip. Take the money. The money is not much better, but, you know, I didn't want it. And remove 2 cards. So the 2 cards we're removing are a Train Steward and Frozen Lance. I'm keeping the torches because the torches have piercing. And you can target with them. I guess the Frozen Lances have piercing too. But you can target the torches. That's the important part. So Alabaster Guardians have Spell Shield 5. Fel empowers units with armor. This one is not the best for us. The Spell Shield means nothing. It's just the armor. So Siren of the Sea. Siren of the Sea has Quick, but what does Quick do for us? We could put it at the top with the Hornbreaker Prince. Let's do that. So Hornbreaker Prince in the back. We're putting a Siren of the Sea in front of it. We're playing the Guard of the Unnames in the middle floor. And we're playing the Rage Serum on our champion. Okay, good first turn. I think that we're going to draw our big unit and not have enough Ember to play it. I think that's what's going to happen. There we go. Exactly what happened. In the center, those 2 are dying, but you're getting stronger. That's annoying. Also, the Alabaster Guardian is going to get stronger, which is also annoying. We could do 5 damage at the bottom. We can't play the Demon Fiend. You know what? We can do the Vent in the middle. The Vent in the middle is good. So we're going to do the Vent in the middle. So that means the Molting Imp goes at the bottom. Sure. Molting Imp goes at the bottom. Kills that back one. And then, do we play an Ice Tornado anywhere? We could play it at the bottom. Play an Ice Tornado at the bottom. And then Vent here. Okay, not my favorite turn. Of the two cards, I really would have preferred the Demon Fiend to be frozen. But fine, we got the Torch frozen. Whatever. So Hidden Passage, we could Hidden Passage one of these guys up. I do want to do that, so we probably should. We should do Offering Token first, though. Offering Token first. Are we going to torch this one twice? We could. It wouldn't kill him. We could torch those two. I don't think we're playing the Titan's Gratitude, because hitting the front one is not very important. I do think we want to torch those two. Or maybe just the back one? Let's torch... No, we should torch both of them. Okay, so torch you... Torch you. We'll keep on the Titan's Gratitude. We're going to play a Hidden Passage to put one of these up there. Let's put you up there. And then we're going to Old Magic our champion. And that's it. Titan's Gratitude for next turn. Which, I don't know what we're going to do with it next turn, but we have it. We might discard it with Offering Token. Who knows? So at the top, we have the March of Shields, which we are definitely going to do at the top. Let's do that first. No question there. I don't mind doing the Offering Token at the top. Battering Ram. Battering Ram could just take him out right now. And it can't do anything else. So let's take him out right now. Boom. Crushed. And then we've got a Torch or Titan's Gratitude and a Vet. I guess we probably want a Titan's Gratitude here. Sure, I guess we do. And then let's vent at the bottom to just deal some damage. Or we could vent in the middle to give you more armor. Sure, it also hits the boss. We've got a Frozen Torch, of all things. Okay, March of Shields is always nice to play. Let's play that. Let's play the Offering Token. We're going to discard that Deadweight. And then we don't really care about anything in our hand except for Titan's Gratitude. Wow. Actually, you're dying. We can save you with the Titan's Gratitude, though. Which I guess we do. So we save you with Titan's Gratitude. And then we probably want to do the Frozen Lance and Torch here. We could keep one of them frozen, but I don't see the point of keeping these frozen. Yeah, let's do... Maybe we should do this up here, because you've got the Incant. Just mark this guy off. He could die, and we would be fine. Is that what we're saying? Sure. Let's get the Incants up here. These Incants are very nice. Ooh, that guy got to the top. I did not realize we were going to give him so much armor that he survived. Okay, so you're dying, but you're not dying fast enough. We probably should have had you die last turn. Sadly, we did not do that. Let's do the Offering Token up here. Get rid of the Torch. Do we play the Demon Fiend at the bottom? If we do, this one's getting it to the top. Which doesn't seem good. See, we can't guarantee that we keep the Demon Fiend because Titan's Gratitude discards a card, so we can't guarantee the Icicle Fracture keeps the Demon Fiend. And I think we really care about killing things at the top right now. think we do. So, how do we best kill things at the top? I guess we do March of Shields to give you the incant and you the incant. I mean, we want to do it. We want to do the vent. I don't know how much we care about the Titan's Gratitude. If we play the Titan's Gratitude and it discarded the vent, it would be bad. So let's just do the vent. Okay, and that guy's still getting to the top and dealing damage to Pyre. Alright, I'm worried about our Pyre, actually, because we've had a fair amount of damage come in this battle so far. We did actually keep the Demon Fiend, but do we get to play it? We could play the Demon Fiend, but we don't get to do the Hidden Passage this turn. And if we can't play the Hidden Passage this turn, then this guy gets to the top and kills the Pyre. So we can't play the Demon Fiend again. This is not going well. Alright. So we need to play lots of spells at the top. Starting here. The Battering Ram does 244 to the front unit. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Does that mean that we... Does that mean we get to kill this one without playing the vent? Because I do still want to play the vent. I want to play all of these cards, basically. We could get rid of the March of Shields, I guess. Okay, March of Shields is going. We play the Battering Ram at the top. Then we play Old Magic at the top. And we play Vent at the top. Okay, so now we've got a Demon Fiend and a Hidden Passage. That's actually pretty nice, because we can play the Demon Fiend this turn and then Hidden Passage it next turn. Because the top is fine this turn. So play the Demon Fiend this turn, Hidden Passage it next turn. Offering Token gets rid of Deadweight. And then we could play the Vent. Vent would save health on our guy. So let's do it. Okay. We took a lot more damage than I was expecting in this battle. But now that we've done that, I think we're fine. Hidden Passage you. You're getting absolutely crushed. Oh, you have Quick, so you kill him quickly as well. Great. Let's do the Offering Token. Man, if we could get it so that the Battering Ram stayed, we could do a whole bunch of damage to the boss next turn. I think that means we should play Titan's Gratitude and hope that it gets... that one does not get discarded. Oh, that was perfect. That was exactly the thing we wanted to happen. Okay, well... now we play the Vent here. Actually, it's better to play it here, because it only does 12 damage down there, but it gives us 3 armor, and you get +2 attack. Yeah, okay. I think it's better up here. Now we've got the Battering Ram for this turn. We've got to increase our armor as much as we can before we play it. So we play cards. I just realized that we don't need to do this because we're already winning. But since I'm doing it, let's hit with the Battering Ram for 352. Bam. Alright, great. $21 damage taken. That hurt. That did hurt. We're only at 28 health now. Deep Offering has Consume and Permafrost. I really like Deep Offering. The fact that it has Permafrost is kind of nice. I still think the Ice and Pyre is not the most important, even though it's not bad, especially with the Freestone in it. But the Deep Offering could draw so many cards. You basically do it when you need something other than what you drew. So the Light of Seraph is actually not bad, because we want to play things in the center that total up to 5, and it would help in the Last Divinity fight for us to play our champion with like a Demon Fiend in front of it or something like that. So I'm considering the Light of Seraph. Although Feld's Remorse is still good, I'm not even considering Herzl's Compound, which is weird. I think we might need Light of Seraph for the Last Divinity battle in particular. So let's take it, because we need it for the Last Divinity. Now granted, we don't have a lot of time to get pack shards, but we will get pack shards because we're going to sacrifice things. There is a Merchant of Trinkets on the left. Ooh, we want that. We want that quite badly. Let's go this way. Let's get the Forgotten Boons. Let's get the Pyre Health. Let's peek in the Divine Temple. Purge Stone we really don't need. Engage Pact we're going to use this time. Haven't decided on what. Merchant of Trinkets. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. We could have 2 upgrade slots instead of just 1. It's pretty nice. Advanced Prototype is pointless. Tethys' Scales is not bad. Let's get the champion upgrade. So Reaper 2 gives you a lot more starting damage, and it gives you a little bit more starting health. The Brawler 2 gives you Multi-Strike 2, which means upgrades to your damage does more. But I think the Reaper 2 with the Slay plus 20 probably going to outmatch that. And the 12 health is really important, I think. A lot more important than it should be. Let's take Reaper 2. Okay. Let's figure out the Divine Temple first. Actually, let's not. Let's do the Merchant of Trinkets first. Are we going to re-roll? Because we can. The Lightstone Casing is not terrible, because there's lots of spells we would like to upgrade a second time. There are. But I think we just re-roll. Because if we get something really good for us, I'd be willing to just buy 1. If we do Lightstone Casing, then we're probably just getting Lightstone Casing here. Let's re-roll. Token of a Trader does something. The Unbroken Horn is not bad. It's not bad, especially with the Icicle Fracture, so we can save our Ember and our cards. Trader's Quill is kind of pointless, because we have maybe 1 consume card? No, we've got the torches. It's still 3 consume cards total. Token of a Trader does something. It does a little bit. Do I really want the Unbroken Horn? I think I do. Okay. So we spent money at this Merchant of Trinkets. We have another Merchant of Trinkets next time. Let's figure out which unit we're sacrificing. So, we are not sacrificing the Demon Fiend. We could sacrifice the Siren of the Sea. It would lose the upgrades that it got, and just give us those incants. I think I'd rather keep the Siren of the Sea. We could sacrifice a Guard of the Unnamed, which I think is perfectly fine. And then what we put it on is another matter. We probably put it on Siren of the Sea. Yeah, let's do that. So Engage Pact, we're going to sacrifice a Guard of the Unnamed and put it on Siren of the Sea. So you have 20 more health, which is good. And then you also get the Incant Armor 2. I think that's helpful. Okay, that's what we're doing there. We've got 75 pack shards, which means we've got to sacrifice again, or take a couple of things that give us pack shards. Probably we're going to sacrifice again. The Penitent. Can we turn this on, the +8 attack? Because if we can, that 400 gold means more trinkets. Right now we're probably getting 1 trinket. 400 gold means we might get 2. Or even 3, actually. If we turn it on, the +8 attack is kind of bad. Kind of bad. What appears in the Penitent battle? The Penitent battle, according to my notes, gets a bunch of Steel Wings, Gilded Wing, Purifier. Basically, that's what happens the whole time. Steel Wings, Gilded Wing, Purifier. The Gilded Wing is the problem. The Steel Wings, I don't know how much health they normally have. Actually, can we just hover over him? They normally have 15 health, and we have piercing spells. So we probably kill the Steel Wings. So I'm going to turn it on. And if I die, we die. But I think that if we don't turn this on, we have a very, very difficult The Last Divinity fight. And I'm trying to find a way to not make it as difficult. Ooh, we got the Demon Fiend immediately. So we can play Hornbreaker Prince, Demon Fiend at the top. Not bad. And the Guard of the Unnamed, if we put him in the center, he actually just dies next turn. Because you have so much attack. It's unfortunate, but maybe we'll save him. So, we've got to put the Demon Fiend here. The Demon Fiend is better than the Guard of the Unnamed. Definitely. Guard of the Unnamed will go here, because the best chance we have to save him is for him to go there. Rage Serum goes here. We are going to keep the Torch for next turn, because we get the Icicle Fracture and the Unbroken Horn. So we get to keep the Torch and the Ember. Self-mutilation. Don't like this. So we did get a vent. The vent doesn't kill you. The vent does kill this one if we spend enough Ember on it. We probably want to play Guard of the Unnamed, Siren of the Sea in the center with a Molting Imp as well. Let's do that, because the Molting Imp is supposed to die, so we can take 18 damage. And that gives us more Ember. So now self-mutilation, we get rid of that. All of our incant triggers are in the center. Does that change what we do? I don't know if it does. We can cause this one to die with a torch and a torch. If we did that, you would not die. Do we want a Weight of Contrition? We don't want the Weight of Contrition, or the self-mutilation. We're currently about to get 2 of them. You are going to die, luckily. The Gilded Wings are not a problem. I think we definitely play a torch here. Oh, and then you die. Never mind. Okay, so now we can play the vent at the bottom and kill the Steel Wings. Great. And the Guard of the Unnamed is still alive. It's going to take a lot more damage next turn, though, so let's see if we can keep it alive still. There's a pretty good chance we don't. The Titan's Gratitude just kills the front one. That's nice. And we could Hidden Passage something. Okay. Let's start with the Offering Token. We're going to discard the Deadweight, probably. Not the Self-Mutilation. We're going to play the Self-Mutilation to purge it. So, we are going to play the Titan's Gratitude here. We want to play Hidden Passage as well. Are you going to survive? You survive if we play 3 spells? Okay, we can play 3 spells here, because we can do the Titan's Gratitude, the Hidden Passage, and a Torch. We're going to torch the back one, I guess. Torch the back one. With the... It doesn't matter because we're going to discard the other torch, so we'll discard the Frozen Torch, whatever. We're going to ascend you. And then we play Titan's Gratitude. Okay, you're still alive. If we get to ascend you before you die, it will be very nice. If we don't, well, you did your part. Let's say that you did your part. We need to keep our guy at the top alive too, which is still a problem. It's still a problem, actually. Oh, right. Siren of the Sea is quick, so a lot of things just die, which is good. The Deep Offering could discard everything in our hand, including those 2 self-mutilations. The Battering Ram is not very useful right now. If we play the Offering token, we could play that before Deep Offering and it might help us. I don't know what we're going to do about the Guard of the Unnamed, because nothing that we're going to draw is going to keep him alive, I don't think. The Piercing Vent does not keep him alive. The 22 damage here is kind of too much. So let's play our Incant at the top now. Ooh, we did get a Piercing Vent. Does that mean we don't play Deep Offering? Huh. Do we discard the Battering Ram because it's the least important? It does 80 damage at the top. We could just have it be frozen in our hand. So we could have the Deep Offering and the Battering Ram both frozen. Discard a self-mutilation. Let's do that. I certainly want to vent to kill this Purifier so we stop getting so many self-mutilations. Because I'm going to chalk up you dying to us getting so many self-mutilations. Either way, sad to see you go. Don't know if we need you, but certainly having something that gains armor at the top whenever we play spells is useful. I guess that means we're going to sacrifice you to our Demon Fiend next. I think that's correct. Okay, well, here we go. Next turn is going to be a turn. Let's see what we do during it. Because we have to do something. You're not dying right now. Granted, you will die if we play 1 spell. We're going to play 1 spell. So let's discard our torch. Discard our torch. Actually, should we discard the Frozen Lance? We should discard the Frozen Lance. The Battering Ram currently does 88 damage. March of Shields only gives you 10 health. Ice Tornado could kill a Steel Wings, most likely. But I don't know how we deal with the Purifier behind it. I still think we play the Ice Tornado, though. And maybe we play it next turn, because it's frozen and we get to keep the Ember. So there's no reason to play it this turn. Let's get rid of the self-mutilation. The Battering Ram does a lot of damage, but still not enough, right? Okay, I think we keep this hand, and we keep our Ember. And we play the Ice Tornado next turn. I'm looking for when we play the Deep Offering, and it hasn't happened yet. But I'm always thinking about it. So now we play the Ice Tornado. Okay, so it was good, but it wasn't that good. You're still dying. We probably can change that. I mean, we've got Battering Ram, so we almost definitely can change that. Let's Offering Token a Self-Mutilation away. Because I think we're using our Ember this turn. We can March of Shields. We can always do Old Magic on you, which is pretty nice, because you've got the Quick. You would get 18 attack this turn. 18 attack this turn means you would do 36 more damage. What does that mean for me? You're nowhere close to killing this one, but if we do this and a Battering Ram, you're probably pretty close. Yeah, so what if we do March of Shields right now? March of Shields, you. I think we're going to get the Self-Mutilation to hit our Pyre, so that we keep the Demon Fiend alive. Because we've got to keep somebody strong in front. You know, we could have the Demon Fiend go to the back now. Because you have more health. More health than the Demon Fiend, and the Demon Fiend is doing more damage. Sure. March of Shields you to the front. So maybe we play the Self-Mutilation now that we've done that. Okay. Play the Self-Mutilation. We keep the Torch so that we can play it next turn, perhaps? Or just discard it with Deep Offering. I think we do that. The Torch can take out the Steel Wings, which is important. Okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, the boss is going to be a problem. We're having trouble enough with everything before the boss. The boss is going to be a problem. Let's get rid of the Deadweight. I really want to play the Self-Mutilation. And we want to... We don't need the Hidden Passage, so we can get rid of that anytime. I think we play Ice Tornado. Great. That was nice. We can play this Torch to kill that one, save 17 health in our front unit. Pretty nice. Let's do that. Play the March of Shields again. This Battering Ram is going to be great. It's just that, I guess we're going to play it against the boss. Play the Self-Mutilation. Okay, well... Maybe we need to save up Ember. We're going to discard that Self-Mutilation. Discard that one. And we're going to March of Shields again. And I think we're going to stay with this. So next turn we're going to play the Battering Ram. Man, you've got so much attack. We don't really get many hits into you, do we? We're going to have trouble with this boss. And that does bother me that we're going to have trouble with this boss. But I think the correct choice is to click End Turn. Okay. We're dealing 888 so far. We're going to play Deep Offering this turn at some point. So I guess we play Offering Token first. It doesn't matter what we discard very much. Discard a Torch, whatever. Probably want to play the March of Shields. It does 40 more damage with Battering Ram if we play March of Shields. So March of Shields. And then Battering Ram. And then we're winning. We're going to play Deep Offering so that we don't have the self-mutilation. And so that we can play what I was trying to do during this turn, which is the Titan's Gratitude. Bam. Alright. Feel like we just barely won that one. We did take the trial, so just barely winning is expected when you take the trial. Alright, so now we've got tons of money. There's another battering ram. Don't know that we want another battering ram. I don't know if we want One Horn's Tome, although, honestly, with as much armor as we put on our units, it might actually be good. It's just that the fragile scares me, you know? Let's take it. It has permafrost. It only costs us 1 draw. I don't know about these. The Guardian's Amulet. The Guardian's Amulet is an offering card, you know? You know, the Guardian's Amulet is an offering card. We should have been thinking about that the last time the Guardian's Amulet showed up. Offering cards are really helpful. So I don't think we want to go to the left. The Hellvent is probably good to duplicate a card, but the Merchant of Steel isn't much. And 75 gold doesn't do much when we're just buying trinkets. We don't have anything to do there. Merchant of Magic actually does something for us, probably. And the 20 Pyre health is not bad. And of course the Unstable Vortex is the main reason I went this way. Okay, Divine Temple. I think we're going to engage Pact, sacrifice our Guard of the Unnamed to the Demon Fiend. Sacrifice you to the Demon Fiend. Alright, we've sacrificed both of the Guard of the Unnamed. Two things that had multi-strike. Let's peek here. We see a Stack Stone, which could be played on Old Magic to add more rage, but it would cost more. There's a Surge Stone, which we could put on a torch, so we'd have another torch with Surge Stones. I do like that. So far here, we're just doing Surge Stone, potential reroll. Now let's look at where we're really spending our money. Scorching Restraints adds rage to all of our units. Not bad. Ho-ho, Kinstone Totem. We gain an extra Ember every turn, basically, because we have our offering token. I like it. I do like that one. We're going to take that one. Rationing Scales we're not going to take. So we're going to take Scorching Restraints, because I think it's worth it. Then we're going to re-roll to buy one more. Scorched Steel, not bad. Capricious Reflection does nothing. We're preloaded here. We already have upgraded drafts. Especially since we're not getting any more drafts, and I think no Fluff. I don't know if no Fluff prevents the Capricious Reflection. Actually, that may be a way to get past no Fluff on units. Interesting. It would be nice to try if it would actually do anything at this point, which it doesn't. Scorched Steel or Titan's Claws. Titan's Claws is quite nice because of Icicle Fracture. It's more Ember. Scorched Steel is a little bit of armor. We did just take things that gave us more Ember, but I don't know. Kind of like even more Ember. Let's take even more Ember. Okay, we took lots of Ember. Now, we only have 60 left. That means that we can buy a Surge Stone for a torch. Surge Stone for a torch. And then Ember Stone for Old Magic, clearly. Of all the things, Old Magic gets the Ember Stone. We didn't really need an Ember Stone, but we didn't have anything else to do with our money. And we're removing another Frozen Lance, because the Frozen Lances are kind of bad. I like the torches more still. And we're removing a torch. Okay. I think we've greatly improved our deck. Is it enough? Let's find out. Seraph the Chaste. You remove half of any buff and debuff effect stacks. Buffs include my rage, unfortunately. So, that's unfortunate. You started at the bottom. Do you always start at the bottom? I thought you started at the top sometimes. Anyway, the vent is going to kill all of them except for this one, which is going to gain a ton of armor. But not much we can do about it. Hornbreaker Prince. Actually, yeah, we've got to play the Hornbreaker Prince and the Demon Fiend first. So we do. And then we can play the vent and kill all of those guys. Great. And then we get to keep one of these. The Molting Imp. Actually the one I wanted to keep. How about that? So, Guard of the Unnamed, Siren of the Sea is wonderful. If only we could ascend it now. We really want our Hidden Passage card to come. We will play it in the center, though. Because we've got to. We've got to. We could play the Molting Imp at the bottom. Or we could play it at the top. If we play it at the top, we get Ember Drain next turn, but it also saves 15 health on the Demon Fiend, which is kind of nice. Or we could work on killing those, although the torch kills the one in the back. And that's the most important one for us to kill. I mean, the Pyre Wings is important to kill, we just can't do it. I think we do put the Molting Imp at the top, because it saves 15 health this turn, and it saves health another turn. So, there we go. I want to play our cards. The problem is Guard of the Unnamed might die next turn if we don't get something to ascend it or something to deal with those units at the bottom. I guess there's a little chance that it dies. Okay, we'll play it. We'll play it, but I feel like this might not go well. Do we Rage Serum the Siren of the Sea rather than my other multi-strike units? I think we do. Because you have the incant that I want. And then we don't get to keep both of these. So we play the torch here to kill this one. And then hopefully we keep the battering ram. We do. I don't know if Icicle Fracture has a chance to freeze a deadweight, but I always worry that it might. Okay, so things are bad in the center right now. We did get a Titan's Gratitude, but this torch doesn't do enough to kill those. Oh, actually, you've got Quick. So if we do the Titan's Gratitude, you do win in the center. Oh, how about that? So I guess we do this incant, because this incant does a lot more than the top incant. So start there. So now we can Titan's Gratitude in the center, discarding something unfortunately. You know, I didn't want to discard that, but whatever, we did. The One-Horned Tome will be free next turn, so there's no reason to play it this turn. We could play a torch somewhere, so that we get to keep this other torch. And then we get to use this other torch next turn. Sure, why not? Okay. Should have hit the boss, actually, with the torch. I mean, the boss would have just healed it up, but... yeah, I don't know. Alright, we have not drawn Hidden Passage yet. But there's still a chance, because we've got Offering Token. Offering Token. You can discard the Guardian's Amulet. Certainly. Now, can we get you to survive? We have a vent, so yes, definitely. So you are going to survive another turn. We don't want you to be fragile, though. Right? If you're fragile, do you die? I mean, you gain 2 armor every time we incant, but I don't know if we want you to be fragile. We probably want our boss to be fragile. My champion. My champion is the boss. That's how I think of him. So what do we want? We want the March of Shields somewhere. It's probably going to be here because of all the incant values on you. So do that here. We're going to play everything in our hands because we've got a vent that we're going to play. Old magic on you too? I mean, we probably want the old magic on our champion. Old magic will be saved because we're going to freeze a card and we're going to play vent. So I think we play Ice Tornado and then vent. Ice Tornado and vent. We could play this torch. It is free. It is free. But we could just play it next turn and it will still be free. We'll play it next turn. We're going to Old Magic my champion next turn as well. So the idea here is that we're going to ascend this unit right here. We're going to ascend you first. So Hidden Passage you first. Now that we've done that, we are going to do an offering token to discard something. The Deadweight. We're going to do Old Magic on our champion. What are we playing One Hormstone on? I think it's going to be the champion. So we should do all of this on the champion then. Champion, the fact that you only have 10 armor is very scary to me. We've got a torch. We've got a torch that can kill the back one. We want to March of Shields, probably the Demon Fiend. And then we torch the back one so that it dies, and we don't get 15 damage. And then we keep this other torch for next turn, I guess. Because it will be free next turn. I like that. You know what? I really like Titan's Claws. I'm glad we chose Titan's Claws. It seems to work well in the deck that we have. Okay, we've got a Fire Wings at the top, which I'm very sad about. But we did get a Battering Ram, which hopefully kills it by the time we end our turn. Let's start with the Offering Token. Offering Token, we get rid of Titan's Gratitude. We're probably going to play Deep Offering this turn. Deep Offering is going to draw those, basically. There's going to be one that it does not draw. But we're probably going to draw basically all of those. The Hidden Passage is the worst now. We don't want it anymore. We want the Vent. So if we're playing Deep Offering, we want to play a lot of other cards here, like the Torch. Should we kill something else, like that Light Wings? We'll get another Torch. We've got, well, we don't have a lot of the torches that deal so much damage, though. And this one is going to die. Let's torch you. Well, we can definitely do it. Alright. March of Shields, we play here. Are we going to play the Ice Tornado? Yes, we will. And then we play Battering Ram, which almost kills you. And then we play Deep Offering. What do we play here? Remember that we're going to freeze something, and freezing the Guardian's Amulet is not bad. you are not going to do your sweep anymore because you've got quick and you'll kill him real fast. It's unfortunate that we didn't draw the vent that I was really hoping to draw. The fact that we didn't draw that vent is not great for this turn. It might be good for future turns, but it's not great for this turn. So let's play the Rage Serum. I mean, do we want to put out that on our champion? I guess we do. The champion has the multi-strike 3, and we're probably going to bring the Siren of the Sea forward at some point. And then let's play the Torch so that the Guardian's Amulet will be frozen, so we can discard it next turn. Alright, we did get the vent. We did get the vent. We could keep the Guardian's Amulet instead of using it this turn, because we got the vent and this Titan's Gratitude. I guess we should probably start with Titan's Gratitude. Well, let's start with Offering Token. Offering Token can discard Hidden Passage, because we don't really need that. Okay, Titan's Gratitude, please don't discard something I don't want to discard. Alright, well, you know what? I wanted to play that, but it's not the worst. We are going to play the Vent this turn, so we should play most other things. Not the Titan's Gratitude, not the Guardian's Amulet, I guess just these two things. The Rage Serum and the Vent. Bam. Okay, now we're doing a bunch of damage to the boss. Final wave. Okay. If we play the Offering Token and get rid of Guardian's Amulet, this will deal no damage. We could also Battering Ram to make it deal no damage. But I kind of like this one instead. And then we can discard the Torch because we don't want to play that, or the Guardian's Amulet. No, let's discard the Torch. We'll play Guardian's Amulet because it's free. So we're only taking 6 damage. I guess what we want to do is play a Vent somewhere else so that the Battering Ram gets frozen. And I think we want to play the Vent here, because that would kill those two. Great. Okay. Yeah, this is going pretty well. I don't know how we're going to do against the boss, but until the boss, we are handling things no problem. So there's our March of Shields again. We probably want to start pushing you forward, I think. We could do that next turn, though. But is there any reason to put it off until next turn? I don't know. Offering Token first. We discard the Deadweight. We're going to play Old Magic on our champion. And then March of Shields. March of Shields on you. We want you to have armor. And then we could play the Torch this turn, or just have it frozen for next turn. I guess we have it frozen for next turn. Just have everything frozen for next turn. How about that? Okay, so our champion does a ton of damage. It's still not enough. However, we have not even started. Offering Token, get rid of Guardian's Amulet. Are we winning now? We are. How about that? We can do better. So, Battering Ram kills the front one. Bam. The Ice Tornado kills the next one. Now only our front unit is dying. How about that? How about the Titan's Gratitude? And a Torch. And a Vent. Actually, Titan's Gratitude and then Vent. There we go. Now our front one is not dying. Great, we made it to the Last Divinity fight. I feel okay. We have to set up in the center in the Last Divinity fight, which is a little bit scary. But other than the fact that we have to set up in the center, think we might do okay. Alright, here we go. Last Divinity fight. We got a bunch of good stuff, but we did not get something to ascend a unit. We did not get something to ascend a unit. Does that mean that we don't play Siren of the Sea yet? Because that's kind of scary. We've got to play Hornbreaker Prince and the Demon Fiend. Hornbreaker Prince, Demon Fiend. That's most of our center. If we play the Ice Tornado and it hits the back ones, then we could play Guard of the Unnamed, Siren of the Sea. But even then would be a little bit scary because if we don't draw a way to ascend our unit, then we're not going to do well. And we'd much prefer to play Ice Tornado after playing it, because it gains armor and health. On the other hand, we could not play it and hope that it gets frozen with Icicle Fracture. And just play the Ice Tornado, or wait to play the Ice Tornado, because there's no reason to play the Ice Tornado if we're not playing something else. Okay, so we will hope that the Siren of the Sea gets frozen. That's what we're doing. Oh, it did! Alright, great. So that means whenever we can ascend it, we'll play it. We cannot ascend it quite yet. But we did get an offering token with the Guardian's Amulet, which is pretty nice. We also got vents, which is good. So let's play Ice Tornado and a torch and a vent. I mean, both vents. So the first vent is going to be 14 plus 10 damage. And the second one's going to be 10 damage. So that is 34 damage. So if we play this here, then that one will die when we play both vents. Okay. We have a problem next turn, granted. Next turn is a problem. Maybe we should have kept one of the vents. Ooh, maybe we should have kept one of the vents. Offering token first. Oh no. This is real bad. Oh no. We lose right here. What? We lost right here? If we had kept one of those vents, we could have killed this one that's dealing 50 damage. We should have kept one of the vents. Oh man. But we lose right here. Unless we can... Okay, so we can keep our champion alive, but the Demon Fiend still dies? And we discarded... Oh my gosh. Okay. So we die. There's no way to come back from that. Oh man, we needed to keep a vent so that we could kill this Lightwings. That was a huge mistake on my part. And I think there's no way we even survive the next turn, I don't think. Without our Demon Fiend. So, how can we imagine surviving? I don't think we can. So, we're gonna have to play Deep Offering. I guess we play Offering Token first, see what we get. We got a Hidden Passage, which I guess we discard. We play March of Shields, Old Magic, Deep Offering, and Hope. Don't know exactly what I was hoping for, but we didn't get it. Yep. Alright, well, we lost. And I feel like there was a very simple reason that I lost. I needed to save one of the vents in my hand for the following turn, and I didn't. Ouch. We got close. I mean, I don't know if I would have won the rest of the fight if I had not lost so early, but I think we could have survived so much more than what I just survived by making that one change. Saving one of the vents for the following turn. We would have taken a little bit more damage because we would not have killed one of the apprentices, the overcharged apprentices. But saving 50 damage on our demon fiend would have been definitely worth it. Ouch, that hurt. Alright, well, we still have not won with Hellhorned Stygian, so we're still 2 clan combinations away, and we'll see another one next time. Since this was a loss, I still have 2 clan combinations with which to earn a divine win. On the right, I am featuring Master of Light, who stands in for many enemies that have sweep. Sweep was particularly bad for me this run, since my champion had very little health. Talos the Architect was amusing this run. Since my units at that ring dealt only a bit of damage, the battle took a long time and ended with Talos getting 1 hit on my pyre. On the left, Guard of the Unnamed was my MVP this run. In an unorthodox way, I took one, duplicated it, and then ended up sacrificing both of them to other units. Frozen Lance becomes the 8th card to reach my 100 battle threshold, where I stop counting. It is also the 3rd clan-specific starter card to reach this height. For artifacts, I used the Kinstone Totem for the first time this run. It was essentially a Fell's Remorse. It gave me an Ember when I discarded during my turn, which was easy with my holdover offering token. Cracked Helmet reaches my 10 battle threshold. Giving all of my spells piercing was rather good, although it would have been better if I had remembered what it did before taking the deal with Malika. Check out my tracking sheet, link in the video description. New episodes every Saturday, and thanks for watching.